Hello, friends. Welcome. Welcome to Winds News. I'm your host, Amit Roy. We want to touch a very important thing and very burning topic of the society, that is Kashmir files. And I want to share some of our observations. First of all, the timing of the movie that was released, and secondly, some content in the movie. Well, after seeing that movie, I will not totally reject it, you know, and trash it out. However, it's it's an engineered movie, and it's part of the entire narrative that will benefit certain quarters. You see, of course, I condemn massive violence against Kashmiri Pandit community by terrorists. You see, um, in the movie, they've depicted a man called Bitta. In my opinion, he was a supari killer. He was not important. People must understand reign of terror and terrorism and its impact on the society. And what kind of terrorism is going on? You see. Of course, in any terrorism is also part of psychological warfare. And this was a terrorism which is more Wahhabi, jihadi kind of terrorism emanated from mostly Pakistan and Afghanistan. So you must understand this terrorism and its impact on the society, which is there's not much education, third world country. So you must understand these factors into consideration before coming to any conclusion. So my conclusion is here there are misinformation, some misinformation, dramatization, like someone was killed and forcing his wife to eat his birth rent rice, but it happened in West Bengal. It didn't happen in I don't know. It happened in Kashmir. So it's very why people would feed that to spread fear. If that happens, to spread terror. That impact must be kept into mind. Number two, see how society is chose, how society Muslim, so-called Muslim. I don't think Muslims have done that. Few people have done that. When you create a frenzy, it happens in majoritarian politics or in a majoritarian kind of things. Even if you look at Nazi, this kind of thing happens. You must understand. While I condemn the killing and brutality against the uh, Pandit community, but you must keep in mind that so many Muslims were killed protesting this kind of thing, and this community was kept at least for 2 3 months or 2 years to sustain this insult and violence. But who protected them? Even you see in this kind of situation, somebody must have protected them for 2 3 years. Without local Muslims, you cannot protect them. Of course, terrorism is a big business. So there are stakeholders, this side and that side. Mind my word, this side and that side. This chap Bitta, let her become an near patriot. One chap, bearded chap whom I met, who is a very direct terrorist, uh, who I met later on once. Yashin Malik. He became national icon. So, and he was shaking hand with Prime Minister. So there are you cannot totally say they were bad. They were bad, of course. bad or good, or then again it's relative. But see, I will not say whose terrorist was uh, whose terrorist he was. Bitta is openly roaming around everywhere. I don't know his fate right now, he's alive or dead. And I don't care to know. He's so insignificant, except from this hate machine. But one thing has impressed me, this another part, that is the JNU part, or Jawaharlal University part, which has impressed me very, very much. There are machines to just to sabotage economy, to sabotage, free thinking, etc. And so this kind of thing happens via this kind of universities where fundings from China and other places come to destabilize democracy. So this was shown in a more or less perfect way. And I guess today Modi's government is blindly backing Russia. Are you sure? After reading Metrokin files and all, Russia was not behind this kind of thing also in JNU. So this kind of things. See, I'm mentioning one man's name, Kapil Kumar, a RSS person. The way he is projecting, protecting Russia in Crimean War in open television, it reminds me of a Nazi handled by Putin. So this kind of things must be kept into mind. That this nexus. So, and also I must say, you see, every action has opposite reaction. How Babri Mosque came into the scene, how the rise of BJP. You see, this so-called violence and violence. Of course, I will not say so-called violence. Violence, of course, in general, has helped BJP most. Started decaying Congress from within. Number two, we must also point out one chap, VP Singh. VP Singh, in my opinion, was a KGB agent. I'll not go beyond this at this point because VP Singh wanted to create problem in India. Because that time, see, after that time, we can see this problem in Nepal, etc., etc. So these are my small submission before going into BJP's bashing of minorities and spread a hate through a movie, this timing to project this movie for 2024 election. Uh, I guess that is very visible. But one thing I must say, look at Imran Khan. He did a hate speech against the United States. He kept on doing that. Look today where he is. I'll also advise Mr. Modi and his government to see that. And today he might be in Lakpat jail soon, Mr. Imran Khan. So winning election might not be that easy. Hurriyat conference was invited by IOC, Islamic conference already. So don't change, don't stay in the wrong side of history. And definitely Nazism will not pay. Must protect Muslims, keep our India multicultural, pluralistic, etc. Otherwise, India's future is very bad. And that only can be done through Congress. We have to revise Congress, stop his hate machine, hate mongers, and live in harmony. Thank you very much for watching me. Please like me and like my channel. Thank you very much.